Alright, this is the step-by-step guide on how to create the best podcast with PodGorilla. Let's start with step number one, and that is to create a music that you can use in your intros and outros, right? So let's go ahead in the music library and create a music. Now, I'm thinking I would like to create some sort of a historical podcast that actually talks about history. So I'm just gonna call this, sorry. And for the music style, I think I'm gonna go with a bit of classical and then maybe inspirational. In terms of beat, let's just stick with slow and peaceful. And then I can, of course, go ahead and customize all of this. I think maybe I'll add in a flute and maybe 14 seconds would be enough. Let's go ahead and generate it. Now you can of course go ahead and twinkle with all of these settings and get it up to how you'd like it to be, but I think it's fine for now. I'm just gonna add this to my library, and now that we have this, let's go ahead and create an audio segment, and let's add an intro first. I'm just gonna call it history podcast intro. This is basically step number 2, right? So let's ask AI to write us a good intro. And let's send this and see what it comes up with. Welcome to the Echoes of the Past, where we journey through time to uncover the stories and secrets that have shaped our world. That's actually pretty good. I'm gonna use that name, in fact, Echoes of the Past. So for the voice, I am gonna select, I think maybe Nova. We'll have these voice previews as well. Right now we don't have that, but And in terms of voice or vibe, I think I am gonna stick with Medieval Night. That's more of a historic effect. I'm gonna add a bit of echo. Now make sure whenever you add a bit of echo, you add a bit of feedback as well. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. And do the same with reverb. If you add reverb, add a bit of dampening as well. And then I'm just gonna select the music and let's go ahead and generate our intro.
Welcome to Echoes of the Past, where we journey through time to uncover the stories and secrets that have shaped our world.
I do like that. I'm just gonna add this to my library as well. Now I can go ahead and create an outro as well. History podcast outro, and then I'm just gonna ask AI to write me an outro asking people to like, share and subscribe for a podcast called Echoes of the Past. And I'm just gonna send this to AI. Thanks for tuning in to Echoes of the Past. If you enjoyed our journey through history, please like, share and subscribe to uncover more stories with us every week. So let's again go with, I have no clue which one I selected. Good thing I can see here. So I'm just gonna go with Nova again. And then again Medieval Night. I think I'm gonna avoid adding echo and all in this. And I'm just gonna select the same music and let's generate the intro now.
Thanks for tuning into Echoes of the Past.
If you enjoyed our journey through history, please like, share, and subscribe to uncover more stories with us every week.
That's good as well. I'm just gonna add that to the library. Now that's done, let's go ahead and create an advertisement. I'm gonna, utilize it. I'm just gonna ask AI to write me an ad that interrupts a history podcast selling a book with 1000 factual AI, not AI, sorry, factual historic. Write me an ad that interrupts a history podcast selling a book with 1000 factual historic. I don't know, artifacts maybe. Yeah, let's just send this and see what it comes up with. Unlock the secrets of the past with a book of 1000 factual historical. I mean, it's not the best. We'll work on improving this for advertisements at least. But let me just. Well, let's just update it to this, and maybe now let's go with a bit of, I don't know, alloy. And then I think a calm voice would be nice here. Definitely no music and all, just plain.
Today's podcast is brought to you by our sponsor, the History Museum. Unlock the secrets of the past with our book of 1000 factual historic artifacts, your ultimate companion to deepening your love for history. Go to podgorilla.co and order today.
Yep, that is perfect. So let's just go ahead and add this to the library as well. Alrighty, now that we have our intro, outro, and ads, let's just go ahead and set up a podcast. Add a new podcast. We're gonna give it a name, Echoes of the Past. That's the name. And I'm gonna select my intro, outro, and then I am gonna select a host. I mean, these are not really relevant hosts because these are our default speakers, and I don't think the niche is correct. But anyway, I'm just gonna utilize that for now, and I'm gonna ask AI to write a what is your podcast about? Let's see what it gives us. Now this typically takes a bit of a while because it's a very specific prompt that we run it through to make sure that the data that comes back is completely up to the standard that we want it to be. So let's just scroll through this. Captivating podcast dedicated to exploring the rich tapestry of human history. The lens of hosted by each episode delves into fascinating historical events. And this is the entire structure and all of that. So that looks good. I'm just gonna go ahead and submit it. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add an episode. So let's click on the add episode button. We're gonna invite one of these as a guest, maybe a woman, and then I can upload a document, choose a custom topic, add a video URL or a page URL. I'm just gonna run with custom topic. um, Roman Empire. Let's run with that, and then let's select storytelling, and the tone should be casual, and let's just hit and add a name. So let's click on submit and give it a minute to generate a podcast for us. Alrighty, as you can see, that's done. Let's go ahead and view it. And as you can see, this is right here our entire podcast, right? And of course, I can go in and edit it and even ask AI to add more things, or whatever I'd like to add. I can even add more dialogues, so I can click on the add line button and it's gonna add another line for me to add more dialogues. Once I'm happy and finalized with the podcast script, I can go ahead and click on this button and it's gonna generate all of the voices for me. I'm just gonna pause it here and come back once it's done. Alright, it's about to complete, so I thought I would restart it.
Hello, listeners, and welcome to the very first episode of Echoes of the Past. I'm Fer.
Now, as you can see, the moment it is done, it's gonna start playing, so you can kind of preview it. And let's go ahead and add our advertisement. So you can really add it after any dialogue that you'd like. I'm just gonna randomly add it here, and I am just gonna add this, and I can preview it as well.
Today's podcast is brought to you by our sponsor.
I'm not gonna play the entire thing, but that's pretty much how this works. So I'm just gonna save this now, and as you can see, it's been updated, and now I can go ahead and download the podcast, and it's gonna give me the mp3 file of the entire thing. So I'm gonna show you that once this starts downloading. It takes a few seconds because it's stitching the entire thing up with your intro, outro and all, so give it a bit of a minute. And as you can see, it started downloading. It's done as well. So let me just see this, and let me just quickly try playing it.
Welcome to Echoes of the Past, where we journey through time to uncover the stories and secrets that have shaped our
Hello,
world.
listeners, and welcome to the very first episode of Echoes of the Past. I'm Farron Blake, your guide on this historical journey. Tonight, we're delving...
Right, so the entire thing is done. It will have your advertisement, intro and outro. Now you can go ahead and just utilize the mp3 and upload it on platforms like Spotify. Additionally, what you can also do is you can just come back to your podcast, and in here you will see that there's a RSS feed feature. So you can add your entire podcast in your RSS feed. You can give it your author name and email, and then you can select all the episodes that you want in here, and you can update it, and it's gonna automatically create the RSS feed that you can go and share on platforms like Spotify, right? So you can just copy this URL, and it will basically have all the details Let me just show you. I don't think it copied, so I'm just gonna paste this in. And as you can see, this since we only have one episode, here's the title of the podcast, the description, and then we have the file URL and all of that stuff. So when you add this into some sort of a platform like iTunes or Spotify, it's going to automatically pick that up. Then additionally, what you can also do is you can convert this audio podcast into a video, which is the last feature that I would like to show you right now. When you head over to my videos, you can create a new video, and in here you can give it a name, click on the next button, and then you're going to select your podcast. It's going to list all of the episodes you have here, so you can select anyone, and it's automatically going to check if you have your subtitles and all of that stuff done already. If it's all done, it's going to show all set. If there are errors, it's going to ask you to fix them first. Then you can click on the next button. Now we will have quite a lot of templates coming up soon. Right now I just have these 3 to show you a preview of, but basically let me just go with the square ratio template, and as you can see, it has already initiated, so I can go to the video page and I can see the progress. Now I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to come back once this is done. Alrighty, so our video has rendered. I think it took like 3 minutes, maybe 5, but no more than that to render this entire thing. And let's go ahead and check it out.
Welcome to Echoes of the Past, where we journey through time to uncover the stories and secrets that have shaped our world.
Who, like the architects of old,
Now, as you can see, the person that's speaking is going to be in color, and the person that's not speaking is going to be grayed out. And then, the audiograms are going to be against them as well. Now, of course, there are quite a lot of improvements that still need to happen in the template itself. So, don't think of it as the final version. We'll have a lot more polished version once we're there.
has mastered a craft, although hers in
Be here. The Roman Empire is such a colossal part of history, and I'm excited to explore its depths with you.
so Vesa.
But yeah, now you can download this video and you can publish it on platforms like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and pretty much everywhere. And again, we have the option to have vertical, horizontal, as well as square ratio videos, right? And again, we're still working on improving this, so this is going to be a lot more polished in the coming months. But yeah, that's about it for this video. This is an entire walkthrough on how everything works. Hopefully you all like it.